What's going on, guys? It's just been a terrible beginning to my fishing year. As most of you guys know, over the last weekend, we just had a terrible thing happen to us. One of my buddies, he mentioned that he was going to be fishing at this lake not too far from my house called Millerton Lake. And I rarely fish there, so I thought to myself, hey, let's give it a try. Why not? So I ended up getting there at a good time because I thought I was running late. By the time I got there, I backed down to the ramp and I saw my buddies there. They're launching. So we ended up launching just a few minutes after them, and we caught up with them. Tried to fish, a couple points and stuff, and tried to locate some rock piles and fish, and it was just a tough day overall. So we're out there fishing, right? A couple hours goes by. We got there about 7 o'clock maybe. So it's almost around noon. So I guess you can say it's at a good time for this to happen because it wasn't freezing cold like the morning. So I'm there fishing, watching some of my buddies hit some spots, so then I go in front of them to get a lead up on them and check out a point. I fished the point, didn't really find anything, so I come around the point and I'm fishing a little bit offshore, maybe about 20 yards offshore, and at that area it was about 40 to 50 feet deep. So I see a little brush pile and stuff like that. I don't really see any fish down there, but I thought, hey, let's try a drop shot right here. Drop shot didn't work, so then I started throwing I think it was a jig that I had tied on. Start tossing the jig. Wind starts pushing me back, so I thought, let me reposition myself, and I set my rod right next to me, right near where the paddle holder is. And normally I set it down there and kind of tuck it behind my paddle, and it never goes anywhere. I normally set it down right there and nothing happens. So I thought nothing of it, set it down. So I start repositioning, and then the waves start catching me, the wind starts catching me, and what do you know? My rod goes over the side, man. I'm like, oh no. I think I panicked, I freaked out, and I reached down too far, too quick, and I could swear, man, I've done this several times before. Well, not dumped my rod over the side, but things have fallen over the side, and I swear I remember reaching down like this, and nothing's ever happened. My kayak's never tipped. I've stood up in my kayak on windy days, choppy water, and I have never fallen out. Flipped out, I like kind of flipped sideways, and I could see my kayak off not in the distance, but I go, and in a split second, I thought, I'm close enough to the shore. I'm gonna swim to the shore so I don't freaking drown. I could have went, I don't know why I didn't think about doing this, but I could have just swam back to my kayak and got on top of it or flipped it over or something, but I don't know, man. Just a survival instinct. And knowing that I was that close to the shore, I started swimming to the shore, and I think when I flipped over, I took a breath as I was going under, like as I hit the water, and I sucked in water, so I couldn't breathe very well. But according to my buddies, it said it looked like I was going under, but I believe him because stupidly, and this is another thing that I've been doing for years and I've never had an issue with it, but I just never thought about it, and you should never do this. I had like 2 or 3 layers of clothing on, so you can imagine the weight that water will create when it sucks up into that sweatshirt and everything. But the good thing was, my buddy, he went out there and was able to recover all my fishing equipment. Well, there's only one small thing that was down there, but it doesn't matter. I can always purchase that. It's just hooks and weights. But the main thing is he recovered my rods all in one swoop. It's awesome. Here's the footage right here, guys.
And I found the little thing that go with it.
Are you pretty clear down there?
A little bit.
Holy shit. Bro.
Here.
That's why I don't fish it.
Come on, flip.
No, man, I'm good. Scared the shit out of me, man.
Alright, I'm gonna go back down.
Alright.
Last time I took one to the ocean, you ate? I think it went about 40 feet, 50 feet.
I'm not the same this one.
Souvenir, bro.
I'm done. That's the footage right there. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. The only thing is I don't understand how in the hell this happened. I honestly think it was if you're Hispanic and you're watching and you know what La Llorona is, I honestly think it was La Llorona that was trying to take my life. The good Lord, whatever you believe in, had other plans for me. Wanted me to continue. I never thought it was gonna happen to me, but hey, it happened. And now, you know, I changed my ways. Anyway, thanks for checking the video out, guys. If you like content like this, go ahead and subscribe. If you feel like you would like to subscribe, and hit the little bell so then you'll get notified when I post a video. We'll catch you guys out there next time.